Hi everyone and welcome back to LL Sports TV. Hope you're all doing well. England manager Thomas Tuchel, who took over from Gareth Southgate. I think he was appointed to the job back in October. He actually took over the reins in January of this year. He's just announced his first England squad to play, I think it's Albania and Latvia next week, March the 21st and Monday, March the 24th. And as is the norm with England squad announcements, there was the usual range of surprise inclusions and omissions and all that stuff. So I thought we'd do a quick video. Let's have a look at the England squad that Thomas Tuchel has selected as what will be his first 2 games in charge of England as a New England manager. So let's have a look at it. I mean, I think it's only right and proper. I should start by looking at the squad with relation to an Arsenal perspective, given that, as you all probably know by now, I'm an Arsenal fan. And the big news from an Arsenal perspective was the inclusion of Myles Lewis-Skelly, current Arsenal left back. What a remarkable achievement for the young man. Just 18 years old, a truly meteoric rise. I think he's got something like, 13 Premier League appearances, 6 in the Champions League, and now an England call-up. So well done to that young man, fully deserved. Really pleased for him. I'm sure he'll do an excellent job. I mean, there has been a lack of cover for left back for England, and I'm sure he'll do that position proud. So yeah, well done to him. Very proud of him, and great for Arsenal as well, the whole A-Land project. So yeah, well done to him for that. No call-up though for Nwaneri. Which was a surprise to me, to be honest. And that's unfortunate because for me, Nwaneri, I've been saying it for a while now on various platforms. For me, Nwaneri currently is the most exciting talent in British football. Yes, I said it and I maintain it. Just 17 years old, 8 goals and 1 assist in 28 games for Arsenal this season. Amazing. Listen, he didn't get the call up this time. I suspect it's down to his age. He's only 17 years old, as I said. I'm pretty sure he will get call-ups in the future. I mean, Thomas Tuchel has an 18-month contract. It will lead into the next World Cup, which takes place in America, Canada, and Mexico in 2026. And listen, I'm pretty sure that by the time that World Cup comes around, if Nwaneri maintains his form and his fitness, I'm almost certain he'll get a call-up at some stage. So yeah, not to worry for him. A little bit disappointed that he didn't get the call up, but I can understand he's only very young. And yeah, so I get it. But as I said, he's only 17. I'm sure he'll get his opportunity in the months to come. And I'm sure also he'll get a call up for the England under-21 soon. There was no call up either for Ben White. Now, we all know Ben White is well documented, falling out with the previous regime, Gareth Southgate and co. But apparently he had indicated he was make himself available for future England squads now that there's a new regime in place. He wasn't called up this time. I suspect, and in fact, I think I've heard the England manager, Thomas Tuchel, say that it was mainly down to injury. And he's just making his way back, which of course he is for Arsenal, just making his way back. Again, like Nwaneri, I'm sure that he'll get call-ups in the future months. And again, form and fitness permitting, I'm pretty sure he'll be involved in the next World Cup. Well, I certainly hope so anyway. With regards to the rest of the England squad, there was some surprises, some surprise inclusions. Notably, Jordan Henderson comes back to the England squad. Now, you may well know that he left Liverpool, he went to Saudi, that didn't work out, he ended up at Ajax. When he first went to Ajax, it wasn't going too well for him. There was question marks against his performances. But I think recently he's had a resurgence. He's currently the Ajax captain, I believe, and he's in good form. The manager, Thomas Tuchel, has selected him, I understand, for his leadership and his personality qualities, as well as for his football. So that is an interesting one. I didn't see that coming. That is definitely a surprise for me, as I'm sure it is for most people. Marcus Rashford, on loan at Aston Villa. That was a surprise for me. I can see why Marcus has been called up. He's been playing well for Villa. Again, resurgence in form. He did have some problems at Man United, well documented. Gone to loan at Villa, doing well. And it was interesting that Thomas Tuchel in speaking about Marcus Rashford, he spoke about his hard work, his his recovery runs, his tackling back, stuff that you wouldn't normally associate with Marcus Rashford. So listen, fair play to Marcus Rashford. He's putting the work in. He's got rewarded. And listen, Marcus Rashford, when he's playing well, is a quality player. I remember seeing him actually for England about a year or so, well, over a year or so ago. He played against Italy. He scored in that game. He was really good for England. So I'm not surprised, really, that a fit and firing Marcus Rashford is back in the team. Maybe a little soon than I thought, but hey, fair play to him. He's back in there. Dan Burn, Newcastle defender. That was a bit of a surprise. I didn't really see that coming. But he is there on merit. He's having a very good season. One of Newcastle's stalwarts this season. Will, of course, be playing in the Carabao Cup final this Sunday against Liverpool. So, yeah, fair play to Dan Burn. Apparently, hell of a nice guy as well. So, yeah, well deserved for him. Interesting to see how that goes. As I said before, with England's squad, there's always some surprise omissions. And indeed, there was this time. Morgan Gibbs-White. No Morgan Gibbs-White. Now, I was really surprised about that because I'm a big admirer of Morgan Gibbs-White. Been watching him from when he was at Wolves. He's playing really well there. And he's got the Notts Forest having a really good season. As we all know, Notts Forest high flying in the league. A big part of that is down to the likes of Morgan Gibbs-White having a really good season, impressing everyone. But not enough to impress Thomas Tuchel, it would appear. So, yeah, a bit surprised about that. No Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins, Aston Villa striker. Been blowing a bit hot and cold this season, but nevertheless, he's done well for England. You will remember in the Euros, he did well there. He is an established England striker. I would have expected him to get the call up, but he didn't. I don't know as to why. Maybe the manager feels his form is a little bit in and out, and he needs more work, but, you know, still a surprise for me. No Jack Grealish. You would have thought that Jack Grealish would have got a call up, or maybe not. I mean, let's face it, his recent form has not been, not been the best. There's been also talk of him having issues outside of football, so maybe that's got something to do with it. So, yeah. I should just say as well that it was neither a surprise or an omission, but Declan Rice, he's been called up. So there's two Arsenal players in this squad. Declan Rice in line to win his 63rd cap. He's now becoming an England regular, and so he should do. He had an indifferent start to the season, but recently he's been playing very, very well. Couple of man of the match performances for him. So absolutely no surprise to see him in the England squad. So well done to Declan Rice. I should have mentioned that before, but I didn't. Apologies for that. So that's it, really. Those are the main talking points about the squad. I'll just go through the squad. I've got it here, and I'll just read it out very, very quickly. I don't want to take up too much of your time. It's a 26-man squad. Like I said, it's to play Albania and Latvia on March the 21st and March the 24th. And I'll just go through it very quickly. As I said, goalkeepers, there are 4 goalkeepers. Dean Henderson, Crystal Palace. Jordan Pickford of Everton. Aaron Ramsdale, Southampton. James Trafford of Burnley. 9 defenders. Dan Burn, as we said, from Newcastle. Levi Colwill, Chelsea. Mark Gay, Crystal Palace. Reece James of Chelsea. Ezri Konsa, Aston Villa. Myles Lewis-Skelly of Arsenal. Tino Livramento, Newcastle. Gerald Kwanzaa, Liverpool. Kyle Walker, AC Milan. Some people might have said that was a bit of a surprise, but hey, he's got in there. He has been an established regular of England, so maybe not such a surprise. 7 midfielders: Jude Bellingham, Real Madrid; Eberechi Esse of Crystal Palace; Jordan Henderson, we spoke about, Ajax; Curtis Jones, Liverpool; Cole Palmer, Chelsea; Declan Rice of Arsenal; Morgan Rogers of Aston Villa. And there's 6 forwards: Jared Bowen, West Ham; Phil Foden, Man City; Anthony Gordon, Newcastle; Harry Kane, Bayern Munich. I believe he's going to be captain; Marcus Rashford of Aston Villa; and Dominic Solanke of Tottenham. So that's your 26-man England squad. I think it's a good squad. Like I said, there were a few players in there that I would have thought would have made the cut, but they haven't. But we'll see how it goes. What do you think about the squad? Are you happy with it? Is there anyone in there that you're more than happy to see in there? Is there anyone in there that you didn't want to see in there? Do you even care? I mean, a lot of people I chat to, they're more interested in the domestic scene than they are in the international scene. Me personally, I'm an old school guy. I do like my international football. I probably will be watching both games. If not live, I'll watch them for sure. They're taking place at Wembley next week. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about the squad. And listen, thanks for watching. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And if you're new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.